Okay, it's Fat Stormtrooper from Daft Chicken Gaming. I've been talking about themed unusuals, and I've just been trying to get together some themed unusuals. I don't know why it's taken my fancy, but I just have. This is one called it's an unusual Wraith wrap. The Wraith is death, and the unusual effect is death at dusk. So a Wraith is about death, death at dusk. You could probably also apply that to the Executioner's Hood or other things that involve death. This one here, Grimer's Skull. Well, anyway, it's basically the Pyromancer's mask, but mass flies. You know, you've got a skull of a cow or a bull or cattle sort of skull in the middle of the desert with the flies on it. So that's themed. This one here is the unusual Shama's chapeau with circling heart. Okay, so yeah, this one's in pink as hell, but this is that's definitely because it's a charmer and the circular circling hearts. Now this one here is not so easily to, but this one here we'll come back to. This is the so-called Hong Kong cone in Tesla coil. Now just think of how that might be able to be themed, and see what you think when I introduce a concept. This one here, it's a hard counter. The stormy 13th hour, I thought it was a little bit themed. I guess Blizzardy Storm would also be themed, keeping the rain off your head. Even sunbeams, I don't know, it's tangentially themed anyway. That's got nothing to do with the theme things, but they're very interesting. Unusual Chulo in Blizzardy Storm. Yes, it's a blizzard, and it's a blizzard hat. Frostbite might also be another one, but Blizzardy Storm certainly is. This is what I talked about before, the Hive Minder, and I finally got one with mass flies because they look like bees. You guessed it, bee stings. This is the chapeau again, this time in Cloud 9, and this is in purple, Love and Lust. Oh yeah. Yeah, anyway. So these are some interesting items that are themed. I'm just trying to think anything else that's particularly themed. This one here, how might that one be themed? So let's go to this one here and just open it up, a class. Open a loadout. I don't know, spy. So if we put that there, this instead, it's got this lightning effect here. Now, what other character do you reckon might have a lightning effect? Okay, well, we're going to come back to that in a second. Another item I have here that is themed is this item here. That's the unusual toy soldier in burning flames, and this one and the Tesla coil I'll go into in special detail, and you'll see how they could potentially be themed. Okay, Fats, I'm going to tell you about this the burning tin soldier Easter egg. Basically, the tin soldier was a story by Hans Christian Andersen, and basically what happened is there was soldiers, a whole lot of them, so-called brothers. There wasn't enough tin for one of them, so he was missing a leg. So what happened is he was put in as a part of the set, and he fell in love with a paper ballerina who also stood on one leg but actually had two legs. So as the story goes, the nasty goblin or jack-in-the-box warped the mind of a child to throw him out. Somehow he got thrown out down the drain or wherever, and he ended up being eaten by a fish. Or he put him in a boat or something. Yeah, he floated along and the fish ate him. And then someone caught the fish, they gutted the fish, and they found the tin soldier. So the tin soldier ended back up in the thing. Long and short of it is the goblin made the child go wacky again or something, and yes, he threw the tin soldier into the flame, and a gust of wind, or the story goes, the ballerina couldn't stand to be without him, and she flew across into the flame and burnt with him as he melted. And there's a fish eating the soldier, and guess what? At the end, they found in the fireplace a heart. It's supposed to be like a tin heart that was serendipitously made of this soldier being burnt and melted. I can't find any pictures of that fucking heart, but there's some. Anyway, that's a fucking story, and that's where that's why that tin soldier burning unusual is themed. Okay, so that's not boring enough for you. I'm going to talk to you about another Easter egg that we've sort of talking about. That's Raiden. Raiden wears a Hong Kong cone, you know. And Raiden, he's like a lightning guy. He sort of fucking lightnings everything. And there's all these different images of him wearing basically a Hong Kong cone and lightning the fuck out of things like this one here. And that's yeah. So this is like this Tesla coil is like almost like an Easter egg for this. It's not really an Easter egg, but look at this here. You know, this is. Yeah, I mean, that's what he did. He just fucking Tesla coiled everyone, you know? Oh, I've got a fucking Tesla coil. Me too, I got a Tesla coil. What do you mean, man? Fucking Tesla coil, man. Yeah, I stole it from Team Fortress. Tesla coil. No, he was around beforehand. So, that is a themed hat as well. Because of Raiden is definitely a electrical being and definitely wears a Hong Kong cone. Peace.